chips and queso and Dr. Pepper. Hey folks, Lester here, and happy Wednesday. I know that it is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Did Lester put glasses on again? I'm not real sure exactly what this over here means, but I do keep my glasses handy because sometimes I do need them. I've only been wearing glasses for a couple of years, and it started because my eyes began to hurt when I was using my phone. Um, I've never had an issue. And there comes Facebook. Facebook is here. Facebook is here. We can get started. It is official. We are live whenever Facebook jumps in. And Facebook, I'm so sorry. I've said it before a number of times. I don't know why they don't notify you guys ahead of time. YouTube gets a notification immediately, but Facebook takes a little while to get started. And so good afternoon, everybody. It is 2:45 Central Time, U.S. Central Time here. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Wait, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So it's 8:45 in the UK. And it's probably like two or three or four or five in the morning in Australia. You know what? I don't know. I can't keep up with Australia. But what's crazy is in Australia, whatever time it is, it's already Thursday. So don't, who can keep up with stuff like that? And so no, Lester does not have on glasses yet. However, look what I got. Look at all of this. Now, do not leave my live yet. I'm not going to go over all of it, but look at this one over here. This kind of freaked me out. It says Lester, not Judith Morrow. This is to Lester, not Judith Morrow. And so I'm hoping that before we end this live, if you guys will stick around for a couple of minutes, I would love to open up some of those things and talk about that. I also have a painting I want to show you. Heck, I'll show you the painting right now, but I do have some neat things to talk about. So just let me show you the painting that we received. Look at this. Now it's kind of cartoonish, but I think it was done that way on purpose. This was a very gifted, very talented woman who did this, and it shows Jamie with Bucky's or Dixie. I can't tell who that is. Jamie, of course, has her pearls, and it has Lester. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes on Voodoo. I'm holding pebbles. Voodoo is about to toss my ass right off. You can tell from those eyes that he's like saying, I don't feel like being ridden right now, especially not by a goat. So that was probably the day that I got my ass tossed right off. Um, so it's 7:45 in England. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yes, see, don't ever go by me as a world clock because I do not know. I do want to say thank you all for joining us last night, Tuesday night, as I filled in for Jamie for her Tuesday night live, her Tuesday timeout Tuesday, whatever they call it. That was a whole lot of fun. And I had Jake and Brienne with me. And so we always have fun when we're together. There are certain people, and I believe that you know this, there's certain people that when you get together with certain folks, it's just always going to be a blast. And with Jake and Brienne together, especially, it's always a blast. Yes, Anne, who did that painting, is very gifted. So I'm sorry, Joanne. And so she just painted that this month, and we received that in the mail. Guys, talking about the mail, picture this. We have had a vandal, a thief, come by and steal packages from the road a couple of times. We knew that we were missing packages. And so our cameras that interface with our intranet, they don't reach that far. So what we had done was got a regular trail camera, the kind that you would get, to watch things in the woods. And we had set that up. And if lo and behold, whoever was doing the package stealing came around behind the tree and they literally put a blanket, a shirt, a towel, something over the camera while they took off with every package. Now, what's unfortunate about that is that I know right now a lot of folks are being very kind and you're sending things for Maggie. And so we've gotten a number of emails saying, have you received this? Have you received that? Have you received this? And I have to be completely honest and say that we have not received much in a while because somebody is stealing our packages. And so you guys know that we keep the gate closed so as we don't have traffic, coming through, especially as much time as we're spending back and forth with Longhorn Lester's. We don't just need traffic driving through. We have had the delivery drivers who bring, yes, someone says, I'm going to just put that up. It is, where's that at? I don't want to say it, but I don't mind Helen saying it. Helen, it's a sad, sad world that we live in. And you know that our package delivery spot is not right on the road. It's 20 yards or so off of the road in our driveway. So to get to our packages, they have to leave either their home or their vehicle and walk up into the driveway alongside the dumpster. And so we knew we were missing things because people kept saying, have you received this yet? Did y'all receive this? And I'm like, Jamie, I haven't received it. And we was like, Ben, have you seen this? And there were days that Ben showed up, and Ben is the one who we who helps us. Lester, get a grip. Ben is the little fella, my nephew, who we pay to help us with packages. He comes over several times a week. He gathers up all of the packages by the road. The ones that we've gathered up over here, we put into our carport, and Ben will open all the packages, sort things out, sending what belongs to Lester, Jamie to Jamie. I'm a Survivor stuff goes on the porch, barn stuff goes to the barn, and Ben has been real good about that. But there have been days that Ben's like, hey, there's no packages at the road. I'm like, wait, there were this morning. There was a whole bunch this morning. And Ben's like, there's none now. And so I'm like, this is happening during the day. This is actually during the day. So it's not always nighttime when someone's coming by and grabbing things. I know times are hard, but I'll tell you what, it is awful when people, and this is not just something unique to us. I know that a lot of people get things stolen from their front porches. And I believe that Amazon, all they do is drop it off, take a picture, and off they go. And so they can prove that it's been dropped off. However, a lot of things lately have not been received. And so I am so sorry about that. I don't know what to say to you. It's sad for you all because you've spent time and money and postage and all of the wrapping and the things that you do, especially the things that you put your time and your efforts in, like this painting, and for it to be sitting in someone's house. And then they realize when they open it, we don't need this. It just becomes trash or rubbish for them. And it goes out to their burn pile or their trash pile. And that's a shame because there was so much love and time that you guys put into it. But I do want to apologize. We're going to continue working on this. I'm going to try to get another camera set up, maybe where it could be more hidden, and hopefully figure out who's doing this. I don't know if it's in retaliation for the dogs, because I have made, you already know this. I have, I think it could very well be retaliation for the dogs. And that's a shame but people sometimes get themselves what they call butt hurt over the most ridiculous things. And so if it is in retaliation for the dogs, then I'm probably pretty sure I know which of the houses are doing it. But what can you do? I mean, what can you do? You don't go knock on someone's door and say, I know it was you, or either your neighbor or either your back neighbor. I know it's one of you three. I mean, what can you do? You have to actually catch that person on camera, and you have to actually catch them taking your packages. So I will go down and try to find another place to put a camera, one that I can hide it where they don't see it, or put it up high enough, kind of facing down. But we have to make sure we can capture the person's face or the vehicle they're driving if we want law enforcement to help out. But I know that's not just unique to us. In talking about bastards, just awful, awful things. I want to jump over and switch gears real fast to something that I think is pretty neat. You all know that Jacob, that's my nephew Jake, and I have gotten started on his fencing project for his very own pasture. Um, I'll answer a few questions. I'm not going to answer everything. Oh, I thought, Christina, I thought you were being mean to me, that you're tired of hearing me complain. Oh, I'm like, Christina, not you. No, not you. Ooh, that scared me. I thought you were saying, Lester, I'm tired of hearing you say, poor me, poor me. I'm not feeling poor me. I'm feeling bad for the folks who sent stuff. So I honestly, I don't know if you're sending email saying, did you receive this or did you receive that? At this point, guys, I am so very sorry, but it might in fact take two or three cameras. Let me change gears. Can I switch gears? I don't want to make this a Debbie Downer type of live. I do not want to make this a Debbie Downer type live. I did repeat that because as a teacher, the teacher in me has learned to repeat topic sentences. You always repeat the things of most importance, because obviously one way that some kids remember things, I'm not calling you kids, but it's through repetition and emphasis. So that's just a teacher in me, man. I've had a lot of people comment saying, you repeat yourself. I get so tired of hearing you repeat yourself. You're saying the same thing twice. I may say it twice or even three times, but I do. It's just natural that I put emphasis on certain things when those things are in fact important to me. Jacob, though, is so excited because me and Jacob have fit. I need to take a swig of this Dr. Pepper because I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour. Um, Jacob and I, you saw from his video this morning, have done some fencing. We have gotten started on what's going to be his eventual farm. And Jacob is super excited. And no, my dad did not give Jacob land. That was the big misconception. A lot of people were asking me, Lester, why would your dad give Jacob land but not give you land? My dad hasn't given away any land. So stop all of that. But my dad is going to allow Jacob to fence a pasture on my dad's land. And Jake will be able to put his cows there and, in essence, start his own farm. You guys know that even I'm a Survivor is still on my dad's land. My dad allowed me to start fencing off and what's the word that they use? There's an actual word they use, not developing, but my dad allowed us to fence off a yard and begin developing our own farms. But no, so do not keep coming with those kind of questions. There's no kind of favoritism. My dad's not giving Jake land, but cut Lester out. So we don't, you don't have to do that. It's nothing about that. But I want to show you a snippet of Jake's video. And then Jamie and I made a little reaction to Jake's video, and we sent him this video this morning. Let me share it with you all right now. Y'all ready? This is funny. So in Jake's video, he goes by and he talks about the fencing, and he and I are putting the post, and we're doing all the steps to kind of outline, the corner post of his piece of property. And Jake comes up with this question at the end of his video.
What the heck do I do around here with this place?
What the heck do I do around here?
Number one. Okay, so Jake, what a dumb question. So Jake has his own little farm now. He has about 15 acres that he's going to pasture off. And at the end of his video, Jake says, now, what do I do with all this now? What do I do? Well, let me and Jamie help Jake out a little bit.
What the heck do I do around here?
Number one, how about you go out there and change the water every day?
You have animals to feed.
Break the pastures. We don't like seeing poop piling up.
Trash, Jacob. Do not forget to take out the trash.
Organize the feed room.
You got to take care of your equipment.
Pull apart the buckets. Duh.
Clean up the tools. Put the tools back where they
Would you mind keeping your gates closed?
Oh, you're going to the feed store. Probably 3 times a week, too.
Don't start fires.
Turn off the water, Jake.
I can't wait to see what Red Bull Rescue becomes. We're excited for you, Jake.
And we're always here for you. You've been here for us through thick and thin, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
And that is true. Let me put this away. Jake made a video this morning. Many of y'all over here in the comments are saying that you saw it. And some of y'all already saw our little reaction video. We put it onto a reel and sent it to Jake. Jake's traveling right now, so he's not actually home. But he did get it. He said he could not stop laughing. He had his earbuds in at the airport, and he's sitting there just laughing. And, you know, Jake will get bashful. Jake will get real bashful. And so I thought that was hilarious. I also did send Jake one more little video clip. Now, this next one, I hope that y'all thought that that was cute. Don't take it personal, y'all. We don't take it personal, but it was cute how Jake's saying, so what do I do now? What do I do? I got my own farm. What do I do? And so me and Jamie was just go ahead and giving Jake an entire list of the things that he's been paid to do here on our farm for the last year. Now, some things, you know, we mess with Jake, okay? You know, we mess with Jake. But now this over here is a good one. This over here is a good one. And I am almost afraid of what kind of reaction I'm going to get from you all. You do know that whenever I was beginning to look at and try to pick out a name for the other property, and I chose the name Longhorn Lester's. Okay, Longhorn Lester's, and I was going to be Longhorn Lester. Guys, it was just a name. You know, we can all be whoever we want to be. So Jake this morning was asking for name ideas, and he really likes the name Red Bull Rescue. Yeah, Red Bull Rescue. So I thought that I would have a little bit of fun with Jake and teach him a very valuable lesson that was taught to me. Here, watch this, and let's see how many of y'all get it. So I go to Facebook and I simply type in Red Bull Rescue. And oh no, look, someone already owns that page. Oh my God, somebody has already went and created a Red Bull Rescue page on Facebook. No, say it's not true. Why would someone do that? Why would someone do that? Oh no. Oh my gosh, I cannot see what y'all are saying. I cannot see what you're saying. But I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was going to be hilarious. So now, if Jake does in fact name his place, his 15-acre farm, Red Bull Rescue, guess what? If you want it, come and get it, Jake. And I'm holding up a $20 bill. But as y'all know, I couldn't get my page name back. So I don't know what the going price is on getting a page from somebody these days. Look at y'all. I hope that y'all know that I'm being funny. Look at all of the comments. Hold on. I'm going to show a few. That's funny, Lester. He needs to buy that from you now. Yes, he does need to buy that from me. Hold on. What's this over here? How did you end up setting the Longhorn Lester Facebook page? Okay, so she had named it Longhorn Lester. I went ahead and kept the same name as the actual, the name of the property. So when I went ahead and named it Longhorn Lester's with the apostrophe S. And so it was not easy. I had to play around with it. But the whole point is, why would anybody do that? I guess it's all about money. It's all about making bank, all about making money these days. And people will do things to make money. And so I think in the corporate world, they're probably a lot smarter than us redneck farmers. And they probably realize that, hey, if this guy's going to start himself a ranch, or he's going to create himself maybe at some point an LLC, that's a small business, then he's going to need a Facebook page. He's going to need a YouTube page. So he's probably going to want to have that page the same thing as obviously it makes sense that everything correlates. And so people just go out and do stuff to be mean. Now, I will tell you this. I will not charge Jake a penny if he wants that page. But I did go create that so that I could have it just to mess with them. Why am I laughing about that? I don't know. That's horrible. Here I am sitting here mad at someone for stealing my packages from the road. And then I'm very upset that somebody went off and stole the Facebook Longhorn Lester. And and here I go, and I just go and have a little bit of fun with Jake. I will say that I'm just having fun with Jake. I'm just having fun with Jake. I will also say that, and I'm just going to put air quotes around the whole thing. If anyone has kept up with the whole Facebook Longhorn Lester and the supposedly 70-year-old woman who snatched the page at the same time that I was buying the property. Well, now it comes out that her daughter says that y'all are picking on my mom. She didn't do it. Someone hacked her page and they're the one doing it. And then she says, all of the messages that you're sending my mom are so mean. And then she also says, look here, all I'm doing is paraphrasing. I am just paraphrasing what I've been reading on this page. And then she says that someone really smart says, wait a minute, if your mom her page has been hacked and your mom has no access to the page, how's your mom reading all of these messages? Because supposedly some of y'all have been mailing or direct messaging the mom saying, delete the page, delete it. Why would you keep this? Delete the page. What's the point? Delete the page. So the mom can read the messages, but she can't delete the page because she's been hacked. Hold on. So it doesn't make any sense to me. At this point, I'm done with it. You know what, that lady, whatever her name is, can go on and be Longhorn Lester. If she wants to be Longhorn Lester, go right on ahead. Who I feel sorry for, or the 2,000 people that thought, oh God, Lester's doing Facebook on Longhorn Lester. I can't wait to see what he's going to start posting. And unfortunately, it's a lot of folks that I think might not be quite tech savvy. And so they've joined that group. And there's nothing there but people saying wrong page, wrong page, wrong page, wrong page, wrong page. And so that is in fact the wrong page. You will know Longhorn Lesters when you see it, because I post everything, all the content from Longhorn Lesters. So I don't know exactly why people do what they do. I can't control what people do with stuff like that, but I did think it was funny. Hey, let's watch it one more time. Let's watch both of them. They're short. They're very short, y'all. Here you go.
So 2 things I need you to comment now. 1, what the heck do I do around here with this place?
What the heck do I do around here?
Number 1, how about you go out there and change the water every day?
You have animals to feed.
Break the pastures. We don't like seeing poop piling up.
Trash, Jacob. Do not forget to take out the trash.
Organize the feed room.
You got to take care of your equipment.
Pull apart the buckets. Duh.
Clean up the tools. Put the tools back where they...
Would you mind keeping your gates closed?
Oh, you're going to the feed store. Probably 3 times a week, too.
Don't start fires.
Turn off the water, Jake.
I can't wait to see what Red Bull Rescue becomes. We're excited for you, Jake.
And we're always here for you. You've been here for us through thick and thin, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
There you go. Yes, we are. So Jake doesn't honestly know exactly what he'll call his farm yet, but we've been concerned about calling it a rescue because that does in fact put lots of restrictions on you, especially if Jake plans on doing any breeding. You know, there are people that don't understand, even today, that I'm a Survivor Sanctuary was started to offer a home to all of the abused, abandoned, and neglected animals, especially those that had been displaced during Hurricane Harvey. But that's not all that we do. We have been long before Harvey, and we still to this day remain a hobby farm, a place where we raise animals that we do not eat, but we do try to maintain a balance in our pastures to maintain our pastures, if that makes any sense to you. I feel like a broken record now, but I do know we get new users who don't always know the backstory. So I'll tell you in a short snippet that if a farmer or if any landowner doesn't have certain animals to maintain the pastures, over time, weeds and things will grow up and they will end up killing out, choking out your good grass. So, what you have to have is pasture management. Now, you can do that two ways. One way is what a lot of folks have to do, go out there and mow and constantly put different kind of chemicals or, herbicides, they call them, I think, to kill certain weeds and try to keep things at bay. That would be very costly and obviously not real feasible when you own as much property as what the Morrows have. So what we do is we allow the animals to maintain our pastures for us. We know that goats will eat certain things that cows and horses, donkeys won't touch. At the same time, cows and horses and donkeys eat things that the goats don't necessarily care for. And so by having a balance and having just the right number has helped us always maintain our pastures. Let me hide this current comment. Poor lady. I was keeping that on there the whole time. No, so you do use your animals for your pasture maintenance. And that means that sometimes it's okay to breed more if you need more. But one thing that you will not get from us for sure, we would never breed just to profit off of. We don't sell, we don't process. If we can, we keep whatever animals are born here and, allow them a forever home as well. And we've been pretty good with our goats. I can ban a goat's testicles myself. I've learned that. And so whenever we have a male goat born, you name it, name any of our little males, I've gone out there, me and LE or me and Jake, me and Jamie, and we've actually banded we've banded those goats so as they can't become producers. We've also had the vet come out and actually neuter Ringo because as of right now, we don't want to have any more goats here. Now, I am thinking that eventually we would like to have more goats over at Longhorn Lester's. I would like to have gentle goats, so I'm not real keen on the fact of going to the auction and buying goats that way. A lot of people call that rescuing. You go to the auction, you buy the goats, and that way you're able to rescue them from slaughter. I totally get that, and I understand that part of rescue, but I like gentle goats. I like goats that I can walk up and touch on and love on, and if we need vet care or to treat for whatever, we can touch and handle them. I don't want wild goats. I don't like wild goats. So I have always thought that I would rather breed and have our own goats than to have goats that may not be friendly, gentle. Hey, real fast, while we're talking about goats, let me go ahead and show you a goat that hundreds, I would say thousands, but that might be pushing it. But I will say hundreds of people have asked about because they're not seeing her or not seeing her enough. So here we go. Tilly, she's doing great. For everyone who's been asking about Tilly, she's doing great. She's eating good. She's enjoying hanging out with the littles. Her favorite or her best friend is Old Nanny Goat. And they pretty much do everything together except eat. Everyone wants their own pie when it comes to eating. But she's doing great. So Tilly is doing great, guys. This was filmed 5 minutes ago before I started my live. And so I see a lot of folks who are still throwing out some names for Jake over there. And I would just advise you and advise Jake to be very careful if he ever puts the name rescue or sanctuary, because we found out the hard way that you're always going to have people asking you questions. The rescue world, the forever homing of animals, is a really tough group. It's kind of like, I'm not even going to make a comparison, but there are some groups that are hell bent on guidelines. And so we've talked about that a few times before. Different groups have contacted us and are very upset or have pulled away, and we will no longer subscribe when we find out this or that. It hasn't hurt the channel in the long run because we're still growing. And that's the way I kind of gauge the business model of I'm a Survivor Sanctuary and Longhorn Lester's, is that if your page is still growing and you have more people this month than you had last month, and so you kind of like picture it like a, not a bell curve, it's like a graph model, if you will, but you're still growing in size and numbers. And so as the business model of running the pages and the farms, the sanctuary, the ranch, Longhorn Lester's, I think we're doing fine, but it is difficult to answer the same type of questions over and over and over, especially when someone new comes in. And I've also avoided any kind of sponsorship here at I'm a Survivor, being the fact that we're a nonprofit, and you really don't want to tie up what's part of the nonprofit, what part is not. Sponsorships are plenty. You know that a lot of pages do them, but I can never see myself as being someone to say, so what you should do is try out these Bausch and Lomb glasses. These will help you see better. And I'm not going to take away from your time and my time by trying to promote a product. I've always said that I'll promote people and I'll promote products if I actually like them. And you don't got to pay me to do that. You don't got to give me free stuff to do that. At the same time, if I don't like a product or if I don't like a person or a company, then by all means, I'm not going to say a word about them. I'll try not to put them down, but I'm not going to promote anybody or anyone who I don't find to shine a light and to be able to, someone that is worthy of being highlighted, for a better lack of the word. Anyway, the comments are flying so fast, and what someone keeps saying is, Lester, you have anxiety, and it shows. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing now that because of that, I'm thinking, wait, I really don't feel like I have anxiety. I'm talking fast because I do have a lot to get done in a short period of time, and I wanted to do this, and it's uncomfortable to talk about someone stealing packages. I'm actually angry. I actually have a lot of anger in my heart. I'm sorry to say it, but I do. I have anger in my heart because Ben came earlier today, and when Jamie and I went over to Longhorn Lester's last night, there were probably 10 packages sitting there, and I should have stopped and got them. But it was drizzling rain. We were in the truck. I says, it's already nighttime. I says, Ben will be here first thing in the morning. And if lo and behold, when Ben got here, there were no packages. And that meant that even despite the rain, someone came by and took the time to cover up the camera, take all the packages. And so, yes, I've been on edge a little bit all morning because of that. So if it's anxiety you think that I'm feeling right now, not really anxiety, even though I do deal with that. Right now, it's just kind of a lot of anger. This is kind of, Sherry says it best when she says, where did that go? Sherry, I'm afraid I've lost your comment. It went by so darn fast. But that's sort of how I feel. And so if I'm looking or acting or talking like I need to slow down, it's just because I'm mad, but I'm not trying to be. And then Tilly's fine, and that thing with Jake as far as us keeping his I'm gonna show you this again. Let's just watch it again. Red Bull Rescue. So you want that page, do you, Jake? Okay, well, you know what? I'm in the process of creating that page, Jake. Sorry, I just so happened to think about it. And I think to myself that if you want it, Jake, you're going to have to come and get it. And we'll leave it that right there. I can't wait to to actually negotiate with Jake if he decides to start a Facebook Red Bull Rescue. That's funny. Anyway, let me go ahead and wipe that out of there. So I'm going to open something real fast. I know I've been with you guys for 35 minutes, and I know that you probably don't have that kind of time to spend on a Wednesday afternoon, but I am dying to see what this is. It comes from Betty, and it's to Lester, not Judith. Okay, to Lester, not Judith. That's important. I need a doctor. I need a doctor. Okay. It's a koozie that says, I need a doctor. Now, listen, I believe that that was actually handwritten on there. That's not something that you've actually had made up. That's actually someone with a marker, a black marker, and you write, I need a doctor. So I need a doctor. Okay. There's another one. So there's two. There's two of those. I need a doctor. There's a note. Now, this is lengthy. Oh, this is from Grandma Betty. I recognize that name. So she puts at the very top, I used to drink a lot of Coke, so much that I referred to myself as a Coke-aholic. And one day, so I don't know if I should share all of this, but I will say this much over here. I don't think that she wants me to read this on a live, but I will say that she does say that she would like me to use these to keep my drinks ice cold. So here are two Coke koozies to keep your drinks cold. And she says one for each place, meaning one for I'm a Survivor, where I'm at right now, and then one for Longhorn Lester's. So thank you, Grandma Betty. And those will be for me, I promise. And so Judith had better keep her hands off. Judith better keep her hands off. We got these neat little books. They're just empty little notebook type things, and they say Shit Show Chronicles. I'm guessing that would be a great way to document things that happen around around the farm. If we wanted to write some things down or take some notes or whatever else. I see that a lot of you guys are still giving names for Jake's place, and that's awesome. Jake may not see this, so y'all better have to make sure you find a way to let Jake know what you think he should name his place. Mr. Lester Morrow. Now, you always know that I'm always a little bit nervous about reading letters online live, because sometimes people write stuff to you. I just ripped that in half, but I will say this. Look at that. Y'all see that? Private. So I'm actually glad that I saw that before I came to the letter. So I'll just say, Miss Mary, I've received your letter. It was not one that was taken. And I am going to read the very first line of your letter, even though you say that it's private. Okay. I'm going to read the first line of your letter, even though you want the letter to remain private. Dear Lester, I've got anxiety, and you and the babies are making it better, she says. So she has anxiety, and me and the babies are making it better. Mary, thank you so much. I can't wait to read this, and I promise you I'll get to it. And I'm glad I saw that little private thing at the beginning right there. And so this comes to Fiona. By the way, Fiona is doing really good. Hey, I can show you all something. Before I open that, this is what I hate to do. I really do hate when I have to waste your time with trying to find a video clip that I want to show you. But I recorded one this morning that's going to make a lot of people mad at me. Who wants to be mad at Lester? Who wants to be mad at Lester for a little while? This is going to make a lot of y'all mad. Man, I already know it. I already know it. Let me find this for you guys. Give me half a second here. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to cut it down to size. It breaks my hey. Okay, here we go. I got it. So give me one moment. I'm going to send that clip over to my computer where you're all waiting for it, right? I know you're all waiting for it. I think it's 57 seconds long. I hope this is it. Hold on. Guys, bear with me. Be patient. Don't give me more anxiety. I hope this is it. So I know that this little card comes to Fiona, and that's cute. So now I'm going to open it onto here. And if I did in fact send the right one, we'll all be enjoying it together in just a second or so. And then you're all going to be mad at me. Then you can all be mad at me. Oh boy.
That scared you, baby?
Nope, that's the wrong one. My gosh, people. See what happens when I'm not wearing my glasses? That's what happens when I'm not wearing my glasses. Sorry, I can't do it. I cannot do it. But I will say this much. I will say that it breaks my hey. There it goes. Found it. A lot of people have been asking about our sweet Fiona, and she's such a good girl. And I have instructions, very strict instructions of what I need to do with her on a daily basis. And so none of those rules ever said that Fiona cannot spend time with the other babies. I don't know if this is it or here or not. Let me see.
It breaks my... Hey, you can't play with her that rough. She can't play like that yet. No, get off of her. Get down. No, Millie. Fiona, guys, I don't think she should be playing that rough. Fiona's trying to get her. Listen, do not jump on her back hips, okay? Can you just lick her? Just lick her.
So, let me remove that. So that was the clip I wanted to show you. Fiona is feeling better every single day. She's getting better every single day. And you guys know that I felt horrible because when I went and bought that hay a couple of weeks ago, I was backing that trailer up to the barn, to the garage barn, and I ended up running over her. And I just felt horrible about that. She went under my tires and I didn't see her. She didn't know the trailer was backing up, or she just didn't realize, and she got her hindquarters run over. We did have to have surgery on her hip and her little femur. The vet did say that she wanted her pretty much immobile for an entire week after the surgery. And then after that, I was supposed to bring her out and about for 15-minute increments for the next couple of weeks. And so in increments, what I mean is between her medicines pretty much. So in the mornings, I bring her out to potty and, we spend 15 minutes out and about. And then we take her back inside and we give her medications. And then whenever she wakes up, because they normally would knock her out, I take her outside again. And so I would say 3 or 4 times a day, we go outside for 15-minute increments. But what I've been noticing over the days that we've been going outside is every single day she's becoming more and more active, meaning that her hip and her injuries are feeling a lot better. And so this morning, if I didn't get out there, now this is not the first time. She's been at Longhorn Lester's now for several days. I can't say exactly which day we took her, but she's been back at Longhorn Lester's for several days. She's doing great, but she's not with the other dogs very much. We only let her with the other dogs for those 15-minute increments. And if I haven't noticed them playing more and more and more, and of course, the parent in me, I worry because I don't want her to end up getting herself hurt. But let's watch that one more time.
Just lick. It breaks my. Hey, you can't play with her that rough. She can't play like that yet. No, get off of her. Get down. No, Millie, Fiona, guys, I don't think she should be playing that rough. Fiona's trying to get her. Listen, do not jump on her back hips, okay? Can you just lick her? Just lick her.
So that's what's been going on, is that they're actually playing with each other. And I know Fiona wants to play, and Fiona is playing with Millie as much as Millie plays with Fiona. But when I see Millie kind of like get up on her the way dogs play, it terrifies me because I don't want her to end up re-injuring, her hip and the surgery, and they did put the pin and all that they did to her. And I at the same time, I want her to be healthy and happy and be able to recover and not be miserably stuck inside the kennel all day, all night. And so the vet she never said that she had to stay inside of a kennel for 6 weeks. And for the crazy person who keeps saying that she heard the vet say that, well, you're just crazy, because that never happened. We're following the vet's instructions to the T, as they say. And so she is getting her 15-minute increments throughout the day. But the other dogs truly are just wanting to play, and Fiona wants to play back. Anyway, this card came for Fiona. I obviously see what time it is, and I know how long I've kept you already. But I'm going to just read a couple more, then I'll let you guys go. Has a cute little goat on the front of it. Fiona, you sweet girl. Sending you lots of love and hugs and kisses. I hope you have a speedy recovery. Dad and Mommy give you lots of treats. Yes, we do. More than what we should. Sending prayers that everything goes well with the surgery. Love you, sweet girl. From Chris McKenzie. So I actually know Chris. Chris is in California. So Chris, thank you. And she obviously, from the video, you can see she's doing amazing. So much that I'm gonna have to be very careful when I send her, for her 15-minute walkabouts. We'll have to be very careful that the other dogs don't play so rough. So anyway, yeah, someone says, Lester, do what the doctor says and just ignore the lady. I am, but have y'all ever noticed that everyone has that inner vet inside of them, or that inner doctor? And so even though the actual trained doctor, the one who went to school for 8 years, the one that has had all kinds of courses that certify them, can give you one set of instructions, yet everybody else is telling you what you should do and how they know you should do it this way. I've learned that with my shoulder, and I will say this: my shoulder is that tear is fine. The tear in my bicep is the one that's hurting me more now than what the shoulder is. I've done everything I was supposed to do, and all of I've got a lot of great movement. And so I think as far as the healing goes, the shoulder, the rotator cuff tear is healing just fine. I'll be excited to see what the MRI results show, and I think in 3 more weeks. But I will say personally that it's the bicep tear that actually is giving me more pain right now. And I just don't know how to rest it. I know what you're going to say. You need to stay off of it, Lester. You need to stay off of it. But there's just some things that you have to do. And some things you just cannot lay off of it. All right. So now I'm starting to see people arguing in the comments. And so that's never a good thing. No page wants to have their people have, you're my people. No page wants to have their people arguing and fighting in the comments. That makes for not a very fun page. And remember, a lot of folks come to the page not only to see the content, but they enjoy reading the comments. And I'm one of those people. And so how discouraging is it that when I have time to sit down, oh my gosh, look at that. That lady put private on her letter twice, and I never saw it till I opened it. Gosh, how discouraging when I finally have time to sit down and read the comments to see that the whole time I thought that y'all were all giving me great ideas and throwing out suggestions and giving words of affirmation and high praise and just all the things that I thought you all were doing. It was really arguing and fighting with each other back and forth. That's horrible, guys. Let's not do that. And like the expression says, the expression goes, you're never going to shine your light brighter by blowing someone else's light out. So remember that if we're all about shining our light, then shine your light. But don't try to blow someone else's light out to make yourself shine brighter. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. That was very theatrical, and that's not really a Lester kind of a thing. Okay, we want to let you know we have a special guest coming on Friday on Lunch with Lester on Friday. Special guest who you're going to really want to be a part of. So that will be 12 noon on Friday, Lunch with Lester with a special guest. And I'll just say one last thing, who always has lots of insight into the ins and outs of the farm, of any farm. That's probably going to give it away who it's going to be. Probably you guys already know who it's going to be. But at this point, we do need some help. Lester needs some help with a decision that has to be made. And Lester actually is working on what I think is the best thing. But after talking to said expert in the field, once again, Lester might be completely off base. So you guys will see all of that, and we'll talk more about that on Friday, I promise. Tomorrow's Thursday. That means it's my day to go get Lex. And so those are always busy days. So can't guarantee that I'll come live tomorrow, but I do enjoy coming live. I do enjoy going live. I just think there's something special about the real time, Unfortunately, we can't do lives from outside because we often lose our signal. We don't really have the best signal strength to do a live from out and about. But hold on. Lester, will you ever do a fan special guest? What does that mean? Like a fan special guest? Because we don't have fans. We're friends and family here, remember? So Lester, will you ever do a friends and family special guest? Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? So if what you're suggesting, Christina Evans, is that we have one of you guys come onto the show, I've often said that if someone wanted to call in and I actually answered that call and brought you on, how funny would that be? How funny would that be to have that person here live? What kind of things would they say? What kind of questions would they be able to answer? Or would they just be sitting there and like staring at the camera, like without knowing what to say? Like, seriously, I think what I would have to do is like have me a list of questions to ask that person. And so that would be funny. And I would love to do that. I would love to do that. So we're going to find a way to make that happen. I just don't know how. And then if I do it for one, I have to do it for everybody. And so how do you do that for everybody? There's almost 4,000 people watching right now. And for all of y'all who are going to say, wait a minute, Lester, it only shows me there's 1.2 thousand. Don't forget that I have joined together all of the platforms, Longhorn Lester's YouTube, Longhorn Lester's Facebook. I'm a Survivor YouTube. I'm a Survivor Facebook. So all four of those have come into one, and that's the beauty of doing StreamYard. So despite what number you see on your screen, I see the combined total. And so that's pretty neat to have 4,000 people. But I'm just give me a yes or no. How many of you guys think that you would be okay with me sending you an invite and you joining, and all of a sudden we go to a split screen? I can't do a split screen right now because there's not two people, but a split screen, and all of a sudden you're going to see yourself right there. You're going to see yourself right here. You're going to see yourself right there. How many of y'all would like to have a friend of the page and sitting right there? And so I see a lot of heck no's. I see a yes, yes, yes. I see heck no. There's a hell no. There's a yes. That would be fun. Now, see, also, I'm reading comments from all. Remember how I put all those platforms together? You probably don't see the comments the way I see them over here. You only see the comments on whatever platform you're watching on. But I'm seeing comments from all over the place. Hold on. This is cute. Stephanie says, no, not my face. Okay, Stephanie, I'm just curious. Stephanie, this is for you. Stephanie, if you don't want us to show your face, what would you recommend we put right here in lieu of having your face? If we split the screen, Stephanie, if I call you and here you are, but you don't want it to be your face, I'm just curious how. What? Stephanie, that's funny, and I would love to see what kind of things you would come up with. That's funny. So there's a lot of people saying yes. Okay, so there's a whole lot of yeses. So okay, well, in that case, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to find a way to do this, a fair way to do this, and not oh my gosh. I don't know how to do it, because what I would have to do is send you an email. I would have to have your email, and I would have to send you a link. That's how we have a guest join. I start the live, and then it gives me a link. So if I want anyone to join, I take that link and it says invite. I know you can't see it on your screen. It says invite. And then I send that, I click invite, I type in the email, and then, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Who wants to do it right now? Who wants to do it right now? If you want to do it right now, someone send me your email. I'm looking for an email. Now, don't everyone go email this person, and I'm going to try to send you a link right now. If anyone wants to do it right now, I'm looking for an email. Now, if you don't want your email to be made public, then don't do it. That would be foolish to put your email, because everyone can see it, guys. Everyone can see it. So if you don't, see, now I don't see anyone putting their email in, because now they're scared. They're like, I didn't put on my makeup. I don't have on my makeup. Hold on, I don't have on my makeup. All right, Jill Bridges. Hold on a second. I'm about to send you something, Jill. This is going to be very fun. I've never thought about this before. I'm going to take a picture of that, Jill. Hold on. Photo. Okay, Jill, I'm going to my email, and I'm going to invite you. Now, you're going to have to hold on just for 1 second. You're going to have to hold on. Everyone hold on for 1 second. We're about to join up with Jill Bridges, and we're going to invite her. This is going to be so funny. Let me see if I can do this. Jill, you better hold on. Do not leave. Anyone, do not leave me. If you leave me, you're going to be sorry. I'm doing this, Jill. Hold on. All right, hold on. Jill, JILLCKJB3 at, man, I cannot believe we're actually doing this. Where's at yahoo.com. All right. Now I'm going to type in this over here. Give me 1 second, Jill. And I think all you have to do is click it and you'll be able to join us, Jill. StreamYard, hold on 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I know I keep saying 1 second. I wonder if Jill has ran real fast to put on makeup and comb her hair and do all of that stuff. Okay. All right, Jill. Jill, I just sent you an invite. I sent that to your email. And so if you really do want to join, it will alert me that you've joined my live. You have to go to your email and simply click that link. And we're going to see if this really does happen. Y'all, do y'all think she's really going to do it? Do y'all think she's really going to do it? I don't think she's going to. I'm really excited to see if she will. Right now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just holding on. I'm just waiting. Everyone's saying, come on, do it, Jill. Do it, Jill. Do it, Jill. And so I am waiting to see if Jill will do it. I'm also reading the comments to see if Jill comes back on and says, not today. I would do it, but today's not the best day. Or I haven't, I'm in the middle of, I got curlers in my hair. Hold on. Jill says it won't load. Jill, it will load. Okay, so Jill, you have to, I should have thought about this. You have to be on a device like a phone or a tablet that has a camera, because it has to be able to communicate back and forth. We have to be able to see you and be able to hear you. So guys, Jill says that she was going to do it, but it would not load. I don't know Jill from the next person. So Jill, it's nice to meet you. And if it would not load, I'm so very sorry. But so I'm going to try something else. So guys, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be even better. This will be better. Oh my God, I have a brilliant idea. Watch this. Okay, so y'all watch this. Okay, so I'm going to make a video of that right there. That's long enough. Okay, now y'all watch. This is going to be awesome. Oh my God, am I going to like break the internet? Guys, we might be about to break the entire internet. I think we are. I think we're going to break the entire internet. Y'all ready? We're going to break the internet, I think, except, oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. Okay, now watch. Instead of, okay, here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so great. Watch this. Okay, so now I don't have to invite you. You can simply, if you have that right there, pause. Okay, can y'all make that bigger? If you type that into your computer or your device and press enter, that should bring you to my link. That should bring you into my link. Now I'm warning you, the first person who does that, I'm going to display it. I'm going to bring you up live and we're going to talk to you. This is like a kid during Christmas. Seriously, this is like a kid at Christmas. I'm waiting for anybody to go to the internet and type in that address, press enter, and it's going to bring you into this live. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. I actually can't believe we're even doing this. Hello. Yes, I know it's blurry. I can't make it any better than that. That's as good as it's going to get. I can't see it. Do we have to have, no, you do not need StreamYard. Just go to your internet. You just open Pandora's box. I can close that box immediately if I have to. I can't make it bigger. Guys, I can't help you. I can't do it for you. I'm trying here. It's too little on the phone. I know it's tiny. I know it's tiny, but what it says is StreamYard.com/ the letters AUPHUMM. Oh, we got Tammy. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
there's Tammy. We got one. Oh my God, we got more. Whoa, whoa.
Oh my God. Hello, Lester.
Oh my God. Good.
Hey, Ben.
Good. Oh my God.
Come and say hi.
Oh my God.
Longhorn Lester.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How many people are on here?
Telling my son to
Hey, Lester! It's your spirit talker!
Hi,
Oh,
everybody.
we're all... Hello. How many people are on here?
Telling my son
Calm down. Okay. Okay. Okay.
How many people are on here?
Telling my
Everyone's talking at once.
Break the internet.
Everybody be quiet.
He is going to break the internet.
Everybody be quiet. Okay. Oh my God. Hey, where did those other people go?
This is way too funny.
So someone turn your volume down because the volume is too loud. Someone turn your volume down a little bit.
This is way too funny.
Okay. Turn the volume down. Volume down.
Everybody in StreamYard has to, if you're on YouTube, you have to mute.
Okay, so if you're on this program, you have to click mute, okay? It says mute.
You got to mute your YouTube.
Yeah, I
Mute
just
your
did that. I just figured that out.
Okay. Okay. This is hilarious. Okay. So now listen, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. I don't know what to say to you all. So instead, how about I allow you guys to talk? What I'm going to do is click on a screen. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. I'm going to remove that. Let's remove this. Hold on. Don't anyone leave. Remove this from the screen. Okay. So if I click on a picture. Okay. Who is this right here? Hi. Who are you?
Me? You got me?
Yeah. You.
Okay. Hi. Hi, I'm Tammy. I live in Illinois, northern Illinois, in a suburb.
Okay.
And I'm such a fan of yours, let me tell you.
No,
I know we're not fans, we're family, we're friends. And you're when I found your page from a friend, it's like your page has done so much for me. I suffer from my own anxiety and and depression and stuff. And I've always someone who's wished I could have a farm because my grandfather had one, but it's not true for me. I do have 3 dogs, and I have a small garden, but your animals help me. The way you are, Lester, the way you and Jamie are, and how kind you are, and you're just real, and you share a lot of your own journey has truly been a blessing to me. You really helped me a lot.
I don't want to be emotional right now. I'm not
I
going
know. I'm sorry. I didn't think I would be emotional. I'm sorry, but
all I want to say is that we love you, and you have a lot larger family than what you realize, and you have a lot bigger support group than what you realize. And those 3 dogs of yours, what are their names?
I have a Suki, and that I didn't even know Jamie had a Suki.
Yes.
And I have a Wrigley, and I have a Ginger.
Well, that's beautiful. Well, it's nice meeting you. And I see a lot of folks in the comments are talking to you. So when you have some time, read the comments. And,
I will.
That would be great. You guys can connect that way.
Okay, thank you very much, Lester. I just think you're a wonderful man, and you're a wonderful uncle to your niece and nephew, and you're a wonderful dad. But I love the support that you're giving Bree and Jake.
And Jake, boy,
I have my own Jacob too.
It's nice meeting you, and thank you for joining us. I'm going to move you over and bring someone else in now, okay?
Okay, thank you, Lester.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, now, oh my gosh, who's up next?
Hi,
Hello. Who are you?
Lisa. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Lisa is in Brooklyn. Are you getting shy? Are you blushing?
Yes,
Why?
because I'm talking to us tomorrow.
Stop. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. We're having fun.
God.
This is something different. I never thought about doing this before. This is going to become the new thing. This will be the new norm. You guys know that. So how's the weather in New York today?
Cold.
Cold and nasty, or is that cold and pretty?
Well, it's cold and pretty right now.
I don't mind cold and pretty. I just hate cold and wet. You know, like sloppy wet out there. So, what do you do?
I work from home right now. I do data entry stuff.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually you can take potty breaks whenever you need to.
Yes.
That's what Jamie likes about working from home.
I have 2 cats.
Okay, what are their names?
Marshmallow and Panda.
Marshmallow and Panda.
Yes.
How did you come up with those names?
That were their names when I rescued them.
So the rescued kitties. Okay.
Yeah. I found your page on Facebook. It was a suggestion, and it was the time you gave Jamie that necklace that said, "I love you" in like a million languages.
Oh, and it had all the different languages on it.
Yes.
That's been a while. That was either a Valentine's Day, or it might have been our anniversary month. I'm not sure. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Valentine's.
During COVID.
It was Valentine's? Okay.
And
Valentine's.
you helped me through that, like you don't know, because I was about to lose my mind.
Oh no. Was it COVID stuff?
It was just staying in the house and having nothing to really do.
Yeah.
Or go anywhere. So,
I think a lot of folks can relate to that, man. That was tough on everybody.
yeah. Did
Wow.
you ever get the chickens in the coop?
Not yet, but I have a shoulder injury, and I'm still dealing with this. I will get there, though. I will get there. All right. Oh, you got one of your kitties.
Yeah, this is Marshmallow.
Well, I can see where you get Marshmallow from. Sorry. That's cute.
Yeah.
Is it a male or a female?
She's a female.
Female, okay. She's adorable.
Thank you.
Good. Well, it's nice talking to you, and I'm going to go and bring somebody else on now. And you take care, and thank you so much for being so kind as joining us today.
You're welcome.
Hey, what is your shock level between 1 and 10 of all of a sudden now you're on live with 4,000 people?
20.
That's funny. All right. Nice meeting you, and we'll see you soon, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Who's next? Hello. Hi there.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Turn your volume up. We're not able to hear you. It's lagging a little bit. I'm not able to hear a word. I'm so sorry. I don't know if anyone else can hear, but we will say hello, and it's nice meeting you. Can you sign language anything? Do you know any sign language? No sign. All right. Well, I love you. Thank you for joining the page, and we'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Bye-bye now. All right. Who's next? Oh my gosh. Hey, how did you do that? How did you come back twice? That's cheating. Oh, well, here we go. Hello.
Hey, Lester.
What are you doing? Video gaming?
It's your spirit talker.
Wait, is this Crystal?
Yes, it is.
Crystal, I've said, and I've talked about you so many times. You are the spirit talker. You're the person that you are a, what would you call yourself? A psychic? Crystal, can you hear me?
I'm not sure if you'd call me a psychic. I call myself a spirit talker, and it started when I was a little girl.
Okay.
My Aunt Thelma was what she called herself, a white witch.
Oh,
which
scary.
is a good witch.
Oh, that's a good witch. Okay.
Okay, and she told my mom that there's one born and there's one that will be born that's the same as her.
Okay.
And it's turning out to be me. When she died, she came to me.
Wait, after she had died?
Yes.
So like in a vision, in a dream?
I woke up for some reason. Yeah. I woke up and I lifted my pillow and there was my Aunt Thelma with one of our puppies that passed. And she said, "Carry on my gift."
Oh, I remember reading that in one of your emails, that story, and that was very powerful. And so you have you are intrigued by Longhorn Lester's and all of the things that have gone on there. And you've also talked a whole lot about Morrow Hill and your worries and your fears of what's to become with future development. And I remember that you talked a whole lot about the cemetery. I'm thinking this was you. I'm pretty sure this was you that had this conversation. And you talked about the importance of holding on to that cemetery. And that will be the one thing that will keep Morrow Hill intact. Was that you? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Yeah. And I think that you're right with all the development and the power and the money that these guys have to buy anything and everything. I think you're right. I think because we have a family cemetery that we've had established here for 25, 30 years, I think that we might hopefully end up having to use that to keep the Morrow Hill property intact. Anyway, it's a pleasure seeing you.
I'm having troubles hearing everything because you're echoing. You're too loud on your side, I think. But I will let you know, I started getting the connection between you and Longhorn Lester when you were looking for it. The spirits came to me and told me you would find your dream land north of where you are now.
Okay, should I be getting chill bumps right now? Is there something that I should know? Because this is kind of scary. Should I be scared?
No, don't be scared. Just the next time you let the ostriches out,
yeah,
close your eyes, face the barn, and picture a little girl dancing with a feather fan, and saying, "I'm a Carl."
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I love you, Crystal. I do, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm terrified. That scares the hell out of me.
She's sweet. She loves Carl.
Okay, you're telling me to let the ostriches out, turn and face the barn, and close my eyes, and then am I gonna see this little girl dancing?
No, but you can picture her dancing.
And
she has two feathered fans, and she's doing like this. And she's looking at her mom, and she's saying, "Mom, I'm a Carl." And her mom says, "You're the prettiest Carl ever."
Okay, that scares the heck out of me, and I may not be going back over there anytime soon. Or
she's sweet. She loves you.
I will go during daytime hours.
They protect you.
Crystal, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for all of your insight with the emails that we've been dialoguing back and forth. You're a wonderful person, and it's a pleasure. I'm going to let someone else on now. And if I do that, can I video it or should I not video it?
You should, yes, video. And your gift is coming.
You call that a gift?
No, there is a gift coming. It'll be there either tomorrow or the next day.
Oh, not the little girl with the feathers.
No, there's a gift coming for you. You'll have to put it back together because the first time it was.
Okay. I'm afraid that froze. Okay. Crystal, I think we froze. Okay, here. Who we got over here? Who is this? I'm trying to make it big. I'm trying to get it big. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to go. No. How do I go big screen? Going big screen. All right. I'm not able to go big screen for some reason. Let me figure this out. Ladies, I am trying to figure out what's happening here. I don't really know. We're going to go in the center screen. Okay. How about center screen? Solo layout. There.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Lester.
How you doing?
Good. This is Jennifer Wentland.
Hey, Jennifer.
I've been a longtime fan. As a matter of fact, just yesterday during Timeout Tuesday, you posted my question. I shouldn't say question. It was more of a statement. You were making fun of it.
Hold on. Please don't be the one with the whole pretzel. You're not the pretzel lady, I hope.
No, I was the one that said what order I watched the videos in.
Oh, it was you that forgot about.
No, I didn't forget, Lester. As a matter of fact, it was because I can't watch you first because you don't post till the afternoon.
So you must watch on YouTube then.
But yeah, I don't watch on Facebook anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, you have to understand why I did that, though.
Lester, you are my number one. You will always be my number one. I stop what I'm doing for you. When you go live, you take my heart. You know this.
But here's the thing. If Jake or Brianna or Ellie or Jamie bring you on live, if I hear you saying that you're my number one.
No.
Jake, you're my number one.
No.
Brianna, you're my number one.
No, you can ask my family. I always talk about Lester this, Lester that. In fact, I drive my husband nuts.
Oh, no. Don't get me in trouble around the house.
No. In fact, my husband, I'm always talking about you, Lester, and then I'll tell him about your videos. And yeah, in fact, I got him watching some stuff, and he's always telling me, you should tell Lester this, or you should tell, because he grew up on a farm. So he's always telling me ideas that I should send you messages about, give him ideas about this, about digging post holes easier or stuff.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
So him and I are very much like you and Jamie.
Well, tell him thank you, and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes. So you guys are not, like you say, you two are friends. And every day that I check in with you, it is like checking in with my dear friend.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you for meeting us and coming on with this live. I appreciate you doing that. And those are very kind words. And tell your husband I said hello and thank you.
Okay. Oh, and I hope you got my gift too. I sent you something for Maggie.
So I've received I have a table full of Maggie things over here. And I told someone in an email that I'm going to make a special thing for Maggie, a special tribute. And I'm going to include all of the neat things that we've received from Maggie. So I hope to God it's in that collection, but we have lost a few things from the mail. So
right. So yeah, and I remember you saying that. So I hope it's there.
Okay.
So
well, thank you so much for loving Maggie. We certainly miss her.
Oh, I love all the babies, and Shirley's got my heart because that's where I started, was with Huck and Shirley.
Shirley. That's beautiful.
They're my babies. So
right.
Love to you and Jamie and Ellie and the whole family.
Okay. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye now. Who's next? Oh, hello. How are you?
Kendra.
Hi, Kendra.
How are you? I'm from Michigan.
You're in Michigan. Okay.
I am. And I've actually emailed you. I'm a shaman.
So wait a minute. You're a shaman. So have you and I spoken? So have you and I spoken?
No, I've emailed you, but I didn't get a reply. So I figured you just had a ton of emails.
So sometimes the emails that go to I'm a Survivor, they do get lost because there's hundreds a day. And so usually if they email to Lester's Place, which is the one I use for the Longhorn Lester channel, I normally receive those. So you're a shaman. So what have you got to say about all that's going on? And please tell me I'm not crazy.
You are not crazy. Okay. You are not crazy. In a lot of the videos, even in Jamie's videos, you can see, I don't even know how to describe it. Like you can see people walking in the woods, but they're invisible. And all you can see is like a wavy energy within the video. And it's not consistent. So you'll see a little bit of wave and then it'll go away and then you'll see it again.
So Crystal, the lady who was on earlier, said, I believe it was Crystal. I've spoken to several people about this, and they said the worst thing I could ever do is try to find somebody, a shaman, to rid the land of the spirits. What I'd be wiser to do is to make peace and ask permission to share. You would agree with that?
Absolutely. I was going to send you some information on it. Well, I did send some information in the email. It's called a despacho. And what you do is you put natural things in a paper bag, and you wrap it up so it can be like bay leaves and noodles and coin and anything green, anything natural that will decompose.
Yeah.
And you wrap it up, and it's an offering you give back to the land for
Okay.
it giving you the opportunity to use it.
Ah, well, that land and the neighbors who live on each side of me, who I've become friends with, along with the former owners, Dub and Sharon. Dub had taken with him, I wish he would have left them, but an entire shoebox full of arrowheads, grinding stones, spearheads, you name it. And
Right.
so it's obvious from all the things that people have found that the history there goes back a long ways. And of course, living on the side of the bluff bank, a lot of the things that we find are so low far down, and obviously that shows just millennia of, and so you can see how that land has been not inherited, but inhabited by a number of people for a number of years. So it is a real honor that we share that land now. And
Absolutely.
I'm trying to do it justice, and whatever we find, I'm leaving put. I'm not going to shoebox things, so that I don't see a reason to have things in a shoebox. I told Jamie I'll make a video, so it'll be on a video. But why do I need a shoebox full of artifacts? I'm just going to leave things as I find them, and it is really neat. Now I forgot to ask Crystal when she was on, but I'll ask you. Why do you think the former owner would have had 13 cherubs, I believe they call them, over on one side of the property, and the other side, nothing?
That's where all the activity is.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, that's where all the activity is. And what you did is a good thing, is not taking it. And what a lot of people misunderstand.
No, I threw them in the river.
Yeah.
I crushed them. Every one of them. They scared me.
Yep. But what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of natives, they don't put curses on land, they put protection on the land. And it's when you disregard the land and disrespect the land is when bad things happen.
Oh.
So they put protection on the land to keep the land sacred.
So when you say disrespect the land, do you mean like digging the pond?
No, not at all. No, what you have done is you have beautified the property.
I hope so. I hope people think that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they're very respectful of that.
Okay.
Absolutely. They respect that.
Okay.
That's the best thing you can do. And what you do with the grinding stone and all of that, I mean, that's great. The dragonflies, that is definitely probably your spirit animal.
Hey, they only show up when I'm there. Is that the weirdest thing?
That's your spirit animal then.
Wait, I have to have a dragonfly as my spirit animal?
You don't choose it, they choose you.
Well, that's not very Longhorn Lesterish. I'm sorry to say, Norman, but I want to look. Can you change that? Or is that really you can change that? Can you burn it?
you have many spirit animals, but you have one that sticks with you at all time.
A dragonfly? There's nothing
just think out
Lesterish about that. Couldn't it be a longhorn? A little bit more manly, an ostrich or something? I'm kidding, obviously. I'm playing.
I get that. But I do have one last thing for you.
Yeah.
I use crystals, and I know you have the bouts of depression with Jake and all that. And I would like to send you 2 crystals that would help you.
How so? How would a crystal help me?
Well, they're called lithium quartz. And what it does, it just balances out your emotions.
Do I take 2 a day? Is it?
No, you just put it in your pocket.
I'm playing. I'm not as dumb, but I'm just playing with you.
I know you are.
So I put these in my pocket, and they're
you just carried them around with you.
And they're going to somehow interact with my body chemicals and all the things flowing through me, or what?
Correct.
Really?
Yep.
You know what that reminds me of? They say you can wear different kind of things that get band around you to help you with joint pains and other kinds of stuff. I never really knew that was a real thing. And you think these crystals can help?
I do. I honestly do. I've actually have given them to some of my clients who are antidepressive, bipolar, just very high anxiety people. And it has helped many of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you do send those, I'll be happy to put them in my pocket and wear them around.
I would love to give you one and Jake one. And if they don't work for you, just put them on your knickknack shelf then. Just respect them. That's all we ask.
Okay, certainly. And last question for you. How does one become a shaman? So what do you have to do to profess yourself to be a shaman? Like, how does that work?
Well, when I was about 5 years old, I told my mom I wanted to become a shaman, and she said it wasn't available to me, even though I am Native American. But where we live, we don't have a lot of reservation.
Okay.
So I just kind of blew it off. She didn't tell me, it was because I was a woman or a girl or anything like that. And then about 10 years ago, I heard this thing called Earth Rights, becoming an Earth Keeper. And I looked into that, and the gentleman who taught me, his name is Shaman Joe Paul. And he asked me if I wanted to become a shaman. And he's seen it in me. So basically you get chosen.
Well, that's very interesting. I had no idea how that worked. And so, so as a shaman, we have actually received, I think it was maybe even Crystal who suggested we have a shaman come to the land to bless it and to go through the whole ritual of asking permission to share the land. You would agree with something like that, and there is a ritual for that?
Well, you can do that yourself.
Oh, daylight hours, right?
What I will do is I will put the despacho together for you, everything you need. Yeah. And I will send it to you in all individual bags, and then you just wrap it up in a paper bag and you tie it shut, and you put good thoughts into it, and you bury it somewhere on your land and tell the land thank you.
Okay.
And I think you'll get more respect coming from you than you would a shaman, because your land isn't cursed.
Right.
Your land is a beautiful piece of property.
So it doesn't kind of spook you when you're watching a video and you see things?
No. I have people sit on the edge of my bed at night, and I can feel my bed go down.
Are you upset that I'm spooked out by that?
Not at all.
Okay, good. I didn't want
to because if you're not aware, if like someone, like Native Americans, like you made a video about, you only know about Native American about what you've seen on TV.
Yes, that's true.
I had made a comment. If that's all you've been shown, if that's all you've been taught, then you don't know any better. But what you did is you made that video a teachable moment.
Okay.
You made that video nothing but a teachable moment.
Yeah, well, it's true. I think that Hollywood has portrayed lots of different cultures around the world and so folks who are not well traveled, then we don't know the truth. We don't really know anything more than what we've seen on TV, And
absolutely.
So, yeah. Well,
I agree with you 100%.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. Well, it's nice talking to you, and I'll look forward to those crystals. We're going to see.
I'll get you. I know. Don't make fun of them now.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No. Oh gosh, I was trying to.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll send you the crystals, and I'll send you the kit to do the despacho, which is an offering to the land. Like I said, a thank you.
Okay.
And I think that is going to bring wonders for you. And I think after that, you can really, right now, you can put your mind at rest, because I don't see anything bad happening there.
No, I love it there. I do.
It's as soon as I saw you and Jamie pull up the first time, I went, that's it.
Well, thank you. What is your name one more time?
My name is Kendra.
Kendra. Okay.
And EOT stands for End of Times, because I help people pass over at the end of their life.
Oh, wow. Well, bless you for what you do, because that can probably is a very scary time for people. And so you have a soothing voice, and I bet you that is a tough role for you to play, but such an important role for people who are at the end of their times, I would think.
I was chosen for it, so I'm very comfortable with it.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And
I appreciate you even more.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, how's this going? So here's what I'm doing. So I don't know how it's going with you all. I'm trying to read the comments, but I'm trying to be respectful to our friends who have joined. And I'm noticing that we're not losing numbers. We're staying high in our numbers. So do we keep going a little bit longer? Can I see a yes or no? Yes or no? I'm looking for yes or no's right now. Okay, there's a lot of people saying they're loving it. Lester, it's going great. Okay, we're going to keep going. My next person, here we go. Hello.
Hello.
I see all kinds of stuff in your background, and I see, is that a bird on on the perch behind you?
Yeah.
What do you have there?
That's a green cheek conure. Her name is Harley.
Harley, that's a beautiful name. Okay, who are you?
I'm Christina from Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin, and you're Christina. Okay, nice to meet you. Do you also follow Rick Think Like a Horse's page?
Yes, but I mostly watch his Good Luck America.
Okay, so I don't know that one. The reason I asked, because you looked familiar to a person that he also had spoken to at one point from Wisconsin about a horse and the need to or not to wear a horse blanket during cold weather. So you're not the same person then. Okay.
I might have commented.
Okay, no, I actually saw a video. Sorry. Anyway, so behind you, you have the little Indian dream catcher. And I also see, it looks like your bird is being very active behind you, by the way.
Yeah.
Harley is being very active. So what do you do?
I'm disabled. I just sit at home and wait for Morrow Hill videos to come out.
Oh my goodness. I hope there's more than Morrow Hill videos that keep you going.
Oh, my 2 dogs and
the
2 birds.
And I see the flags behind you, the U.S. flag and the Marine Corps flag. Tell me the story behind those.
My father, brother, sister-in-law, and my ex-husband's son, they were all in the Marines.
Okay, you have a Marine family then.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, my family members who served were almost all Marines. There was one that went Navy, but everyone else were all Marines as well. So it's a Marine family. Well, bless them, and give them our thanks for their service, please.
Oh, we do. Every time we see a veteran, we thank them.
Oh, that's great. And so what brings you to the page today? Like, what are you up to? What made you go ahead and log on and come and join us live?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if it would work.
Oh, it worked.
Excited.
And now we've met your little bird. Say again.
You're just like a kid at Christmas. You just want to and I was just like, well,
I didn't know what to expect. I was like, do we really gonna do this? Am I really about to do this? Someone suggested it, and so I did it. And so hey, here we are. So how about that?
Yeah, I've been a fan for, it says 3 years, and I actually have no idea how I found your page.
Does it time fly? And so can I ask something personal? So you said you're disabled. So could you talk about that a little bit? Because I feel like a lot of us struggle with different things. I'm just curious. And if you don't feel comfy, then by all means.
No, it's fine. 21 years ago, I was in a car accident.
Okay.
And I don't really remember much. I just remember black, and then waking up in the hospital. I think I was just working too much because I was working 6 days a week, 12, 13 hours.
Yeah.
On the farm. So
it was an auto accident then.
Yeah.
Okay. And that left you disabled. So that's been a long time ago, you said, huh?
Yeah, it was a struggle learning how to do things all over again.
Wow. Did you have a good support group going through all of the things you had to go through and even now?
Yeah, I had my mom, but she's gone now. She passed a little over 9 years ago from cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah.
And
I think that when a woman, especially a woman, loses their mom, they also lose a friend, a best friend in many cases. And I'm blessed to have both my parents still alive, and both of my sons are doing fine. They're doing great. And so I have a hard time finding the words to tell somebody who has lost somebody close to them, because when you don't know how it feels, that makes it hard to say anything more than just I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, because it had to have been hard for you to be going through what you're going through and then losing your mom. So it's kind of like magnifies everything.
Yeah, I have a friend that just went through the same thing with her father. But she when we were in high school, she lost her brother, and then a few years ago, her mother passed unexpectedly, and her father fought cancer for a year and just passed away last week.
So lots of tough times for people. Christina, I'm looking in the comments. What?
So it's just her now.
Just her now. That's tough. I'm looking in the comments. I'm seeing that a lot of folks are sending prayers your way. So when you have some time, read the comments and just know that people are pulling for you, and we're blessed to get to know you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have your channels. They keep me sane during the days.
Oh, well, I've said this before, so this is nothing I'm making up now, but it also is therapeutic for me to be able to communicate and talk to people. And because, even being surrounded by people, there's times that you feel very, very alone. And so this is neat when I can do these lives, and not only normally it's just me talking to, and now we're actually talking to each other, which is beautiful. So thank you for joining us today. And thank you for being a member of the page and a member of our social media family for so long. And God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. See you later.
Later.
Bye. Okay. Oh, what do I see over here? I see a little munchkin. Hold on, guys. Add to stream. Who is this? Who are you?
Camden.
Hold on. I'm going to make you bigger. I can't. How do I make you bigger? Hold on. Let me make you big and me little. I'm trying to find a way to make you bigger and me smaller. I can't make it I can't change it, Camden. Hold on. I'm going to put it only you. That's just swapping sides. Okay, Camden, how old are you?
6.
And so if you're 6, how come you're not in school, or are you out of school already? Or do you do homeschool?
No, he was sick today.
Oh my God.
We're having a sick day. So we tell him what we've done all day.
So wait, why is mom hiding? Camden, why is your mom hiding?
Because she's holding the phone.
And this was his idea.
Oh my God. Seriously, Camden?
Yes.
So you like the animals?
Yes.
Who's your favorite?
I have lots of favorites.
A lot of favorites?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. I'm not going to do it. But if I could take one of these animals, put them in a box, and send them all the way to you, which one would you want to live with you?
Which one's your favorite?
Pickles.
Oh, you like Pickles?
Yes.
Pickles belongs to Brienne, though. I really can't send Pickles. I mean, heck, I could. You have any money?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to sell Bree's goat to you. Well, it has been fun talking to you, Camden, and thank you for loving the animals. And so when you get older, you have a long time to think about it. But when you get older, you're going to do like having animals of your own?
Yes.
You think you will? Farm animals or like cats and dog animals?
What's your favorite animal?
I don't know yet.
Hey, he's only 6. It takes time to learn your favorites. Hey, it's nice talking to you, Camden, and Tammy, who's trying to hide behind the phone. Oh, there we got her. It's not so hard, Tammy.
Camden, this was his show.
This is his show. Okay, well, it's nice meeting you both. Where are you guys from?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio. Wow. That's way up north.
Yeah.
What do you guys do up there for fun?
What do you do for fun? Well, we've been doing a lot of farm stuff lately. We've been going to a lot of local farms. They have like a lot of fall festivals and things like that. So.
Well, that's nice. I'm just curious. Someone asked in the comments, that's cute that he loves pickles. What makes him love pickles so much? Why pickles?
Why do you love pickles?
Because he's like my dog Ryder.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about Ryder. Tell me about Ryder.
Well,
Ryder's in heaven now.
Yeah.
Oh, he passed away?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. What color was Ryder?
Black.
He was black. And so Pickles is a black goat. Kind of reminds you of your black dog Ryder.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. There.
Okay.
And then who's your second favorite animal?
Moo.
Moo.
That big galoot?
Yes.
That big goofy cow.
Yes.
So you do know how tall he is. If you and your mom ever have a chance to find a measuring tape, I want you to hold that measuring tape on the ground and make your mama hold it all the way up until it gets as high as 6 foot with 2 inches. And look up at it. And that's how tall Moo is at his shoulders. His head's even taller than that. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So 6'2" at the withers. Well, hey, it's nice talking to you, Camden. And
Nice
thank you
talking
for,
to you.
oh, you're very polite. Thank you for loving Moo.
Welcome.
Hey, someone said that you sound like you're from the UK. You know what that means?
What?
That they think that you sound like you're from England.
They think you sound like Harry Styles.
Can you talk like Harry?
No.
You can't pretend to have an accent?
No.
No.
He's a little hoarse because he's got a cold. So
Okay. Well, we hope you feel better soon, and I hope you had a great day playing hooky from school. Tammy,
thank you.
Nice talking to you, Tammy and Camden.
Nice talking to you. Thank you so much for picking him.
Oh my gosh, you guys are very welcome. It's a pleasure. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I am working through the list. Now, I stopped accepting at some point. Guys, I see people who are waving at me and hollering and shouting and yelling, and so I'm trying to be fair and go in order. So we're working our way through. Here we go. Who do we have here? Hello, Ash.
Oh my God.
What's oh my God? What's the oh my God for?
Well, this is going to be a hard one for me because I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, good. So what's hard about that?
The English.
You speak perfect English.
Well, I'm watching a couple of channels for at least 2 years, so
yeah. So
I think that helps.
My question is, how do you understand my English? Because I do not speak. So you don't know this about us, but the other folks on the page in the United States, we may all speak English, but we all have our different accents. And so do you understand what I'm saying all the time or not really?
Some words are hard, but
that's perfect.
But when you watch for a very long time, you gonna understand it better.
Right, that's true. Yeah, practice makes perfect.
And we have a lot of different accents here in the Netherlands, and I don't even understand them all.
Wow. So what do you do for a living?
Right now, I am a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
I have 1 kid, 1 daughter.
Okay. Yes, great.
And I am actually busy with therapy for my anxiety.
Oh, you have anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had very bad anxiety, and it's getting better and better every day.
Yeah.
But it's still a tough one to go outside and do things.
Ah, well, so you have kind of a social anxiety then, it sounds like.
Yes and no. It depends. It's
Okay.
I can have it at home too, by some kind of a trigger, but mostly outside when I have to go somewhere for shopping or bring my kid to school, and it's very. If there are many people, I have more trouble.
So this is what I've discovered about depression and anxiety is that I don't think that people who don't have it don't understand how difficult it is. And I don't know if you can find a way to put it into words, but to me, it's just like, I feel like people are like, come on, snap out of it. You have a perfect life. What's wrong with you? Come on, God, you have everything you could ever want. What's wrong with you? And
yeah, I will never speak to those people again if they say that.
Well, but they don't understand. They don't get it. And that's the whole problem is if you've never dealt with anxiety or depression, then it's hard to explain to somebody how it feels. And people just don't get it. And so that's the hard thing about what you and what I deal with and so many others. So, yeah. But you're going through therapy and you're finding that the therapy helps?
Well, this is my I don't know if you know this kind of therapy. I don't know if it's the same name in America as it here, but it's EMDR.
I have no idea.
Well, they they use sounds or flashes or something, trying to fix your trauma, I guess. I don't know
Okay.
if I'm saying it right. But I had 3 sessions right now, and it's hard. It's difficult. When I have a session, I'm done for the day. And
So I've made a connection, and I don't know if this is the same, and I hope that no one laughs at me for saying this, but you know that we have a horse named Voodoo, and Voodoo is he you know, I can't really ride Voodoo because he gets startled very easily. And so what we were trying to do with Voodoo for a long time is it's a kind of a therapy where we had to purposely take him and put him around places that would make sudden noises, or waving a flag, or someone shouting, or maybe shooting a gun, different things, trying to teach him or make him desensitized. You understand that word? Make him not so sensitive to things. And so it sounds like the therapy you're going through, where there's noises and sounds, they're trying to make it to where those things don't affect you as much. Maybe it might be similar, maybe I'm completely wrong.
now, well, I had a therapy that does that with the noises and sounds and things that I'm scared of. But EMDR is mostly, you know, you talk about a trigger that you have. And my trigger right now is that when I came in this house with my daughter alone, I had trauma before that. I get scared to be alone with her.
Okay.
So if something happens here, I fall from the stairs, or I don't know, whatever, and I'm alone. And how many days would it cost someone to notice that something is wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
Going outside with her and walking the dogs, or go shopping, and something happens along the way. Oh my God. I already had my anxiety, and I already had my panic attacks since I'm 15 years old.
Yeah.
And they were low. So they happen once in a while if I'm in a train, or when I'm shopping somewhere, or very crowded. But that was maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
Yes.
When I came in this house, it went once a week, every 2 days, every day, 5 times a day. It went more because I had the responsibility of a baby alone.
Yes.
And that triggered my anxiety to where I didn't go out. Not even walking the dog.
I imagine that a lot of people sometimes wonder if something was to happen to them, like you said.
I see that Fan Lin said it's the what if fear.
The what if fear. Yeah. Like how long I say sometimes if something was to happen, how long would it be until someone says, hey, where's Lester? Where's Lester been? You know? And so I think you said the same thing. You're with your daughter, and you sometimes worry, like if something was to happen, what if, you know? And that's terrifying. Anyway, so you're in the Netherlands. What time is it there for you? It's 4:30 here in the afternoon on Wednesday.
Well, it's actually past my bedtime.
Oh no, you're up late. Okay.
Well, I go into bed around 10 or 11, and it's 10:30 right now. So.
Okay, time for bed.
But I loved you mentioned Voodoo. I love Voodoo. I love horses, and I really like Voodoo. I love his colors. I love everything about it.
He's doing better. He's had some problems back and forth, some small problems, but we're getting.
Well, I have a shoulder injury too, so I feel his pain.
So you probably feel my pain because I'm dealing with shoulder issues as well right now. So
I have it for 5 years right now, and it's horrible.
Oh no! How do you carry your daughter? The other hand? You use the other.
Well, she is 5 years old, almost 6, so she can walk herself.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's a pleasure talking to you, and I'm glad to get a chance to meet you. And I will say this: I have never met anyone from the Netherlands, so you're the first person.
I comment almost all the time, so yeah. I loved it. I loved it. I am in shock. I have a mild panic attack right now, but I'm
Oh,
fine.
no. Well, no one can tell. You seem perfectly content to be in front of 3,500 people. You're doing pretty darn good. So,
Well, if I'm gonna hold my phone, you're gonna see my shakes.
oh, I get the shakes all the time. All the
I
time.
know.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Take care of yourself and give your little girl a kiss for us, okay?
I will. Next thing in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, not now. Good night to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, we got Jennifer.
And I'm still here.
I'm trying to find a way to remove it. There it goes. Hello, Jennifer. Can you hear me? Jennifer? Jennifer, we can't hear you.
Yep, that's me. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. How are
Yep,
you?
I muted it. I'm doing good. How are you?
Jennifer, are you a teacher?
No, I'm a banker.
You look like a teacher type to me. I know teacher types, and you look like a teacher type.
I do assist in training in my job.
There you go. That's all you need then. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. This is crazy. You got me on an off day, so it just came back from the vet. So took like half day.
So what happened at the vet? What's going on?
Oh, well, I have a cat named Kitty.
Okay.
And he has asthma and it really started acting up. So we just take him in to get x-rays to make sure he doesn't have like collapsed lobes in his lungs.
Right.
And steroids and antibiotics. So
okay.
It's just his time to get medicated.
So it's just that time then. And where are you from?
I am in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, up north.
Yeah.
And so I have to ask, because you guys are probably making fun of us and our deep Southern accents. So do you know any Lesterisms? You know what that is?
Yeah, like sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh and
that's enough. That's enough. That's all we need.
It's probably the best one.
Do you ever say it?
I text it because I would sound like I don't sound as cool as Texans when I say sheesh.
Oh, no, that was pretty good. That was actually really good. I'm going to replay this later, and I'm going to screen record that, I think, and make that be my new thing to people. That's going to be fun.
Sheesh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, pleasure talking to you. So what brought you to the channel? Whatever. How did somebody in Pennsylvania ever find us?
You know what? I think you were suggested to me a long time ago. Like, I've been watching you guys forever.
Oh.
And I always call you my donkey people.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
I don't know. And everybody's like, what are you watching? Because they'll hear like noises. Or that. And I'm like, oh, this is just my donkey people. But then I tell them, like, you know, and I suggest it. So a lot of people that I know actually, you know, started watching you guys. But I think it was, I want to say it was Run Maggie Run. And then I started seeing like other videos, like finding you and the Huck and Shirley on your Jeep. And I was like, these people are pretty funny.
Oh, that's
so
good. I'm glad. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned a long time ago that there's so many farm channels that we would never make it in that line of work if we were a serious farm channel. So instead, even though other folks would probably never show you their own shit shows, we don't mind. Let's just show them the real farm life, because even at your home, I'm sure there's days that if it was ever caught on video, no one would believe you. No. And I think all of us have those days. And so for us, we just always have our phones out videoing everything, because we know at some point something's going to go crazy and it's going to be turning into a disaster. And so we don't mind showing the disasters, and that makes us real, to where a lot of folks, oh no, I'm going to edit that out and cut that out. I'm cutting that out. No, we just let it keep on video and just try to make a video out of it. So.
Right. Yeah. I definitely think it's a draw. You guys are, I never really watched any farm channels. I wasn't a YouTube person. I think that's really where I found you was YouTube. It was never, well, I don't know. Was it YouTube? I don't know. It may have been Facebook. but I'm primarily on YouTube now.
Okay.
And you all have kind of introduced me to, like, I think it's the one lady. I absolutely love her. I think it's Ann Dale Homestead. I started watching her through you guys, Arms Family. So I watch a few of them, but I watch all of you all.
Yeah, if you ever need just a good uplifting motivational type short speech, man, Ann is the one who can pick you up and send you off. And so that's why I fell in love with her when I met her. And she's been wonderful. So that's neat that you found her through us. I know she appreciates that. So
yeah, she seems like she has a gentle soul. So
she does, very gentle soul. Well, listen, do you have your cat anywhere nearby? We would love to meet your baby, or no?
You know what? He ran in the basement when I brought him home.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm upstairs in my bedroom, so I don't know. He hates the vet, so he hides and then he comes out. So
he's
not exactly right around.
He's still mad. You're gonna have to make it up to him somehow. Yeah.
Wet food. Yeah.
Wet food.
That's his street.
Jennifer, it's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for
Likewise.
Thanks for having the guts to come on and do this with us, because that
I know, I'm shocked I'm on here. This is crazy.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, you have a good day.
Talk to you again. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Wow. Guys, I'm wondering how this is going on your end. Everyone's still okay? I'm not going to keep going if y'all are saying, Lester, I got to go. Lester, I got to go. I see a thumbs up. Okay. Well, in that case, guess what? Anna, you're up next. How are you?
Well, hey, Longhorn Lester. How are you doing?
Oh, my gosh, Longhorn Lester. How embarrassing is that? You know, I think that a lot of folks aspire to have cool street names, and it took me darn near 50 years to get one. So I'm going to just stick with it.
Yeah, I watch all of the channels, everybody. Yeah. And usually I work a night shift. I'm actually working right now. And it's funny because our chief operating officer has been messaging me while I've been in the waiting room.
Oh, no.
So I'm okay because she went away finally.
Okay. So well, I hope that she didn't watch the channel and she sees you doing all of this. And
I know, right?
Sometimes,
she does.
Sometimes when Jamie's at work, you know, she'll end up doing things. And if we make a video about it, especially a live video, she has colleagues that watch the channel.
Yeah.
And so they sometimes will text her and say, hey, I see you doing this during work hours. And so she's like, well, how do you know I'm doing that if you're not also watching Facebook or YouTube?
Right, exactly.
So they can have fun to that way.
Yeah, I love working remote. Ever since COVID, I was able to come home because I was a high risk then.
Yeah.
And they found how productive we actually are. So almost my entire titles team that I work with is working remote now.
Yes.
And only the managers have to work in the office every once in a while. So that's nice.
So I think that COVID brought us closer together in that way. It's brought families closer together, even though there was a lot of obviously losing people and having people sick and, you know, was horrible. But COVID did change the world in bringing us closer together. But I'm going to ask you this question because what I noticed during the extreme, I would say year and a half or so of being on lockdown, did you miss people? Did you miss being out and about?
Personally, I don't. I like working from home because it's just easier to me instead of having to, you know, make that extra time in the morning for the drive, making the extra effort. And that sounds bad, making the extra effort to dress business casual. Whereas here, t-shirt, shorts. I've got my bedroom slippers on.
Oh gosh!
So you know it's nice, and I have both my dogs are right here by my side.
That makes it perfect.
Yeah,
and if
they're down there,
they're right there beside you. That's a good dog.
Yeah, it's great.
What are their names?
The black and white one is Stinky Dink.
Stinky Dink.
Yeah, and then my Chihuahua is Isabella Mochaccina.
Oh my God, you sound like my mom and dad with some of these names.
Yeah, but she's Bella. Bella. And she's looking at me like, oh, you called my name.
You talking about me? Well, that's adorable. I think it's great that your work has admitted that, you know what, we have as much production and we can cut down on a lot of costs by keeping our employees at the house. And that's true. And I think that's going to be better in the long run for a lot of the environment. And I mean, I think so. So
I work a night shift too, so that's even different than the normal 8 to 5.
Right.
We worked it out. I said, hey, let's give it a try. So I work from 3 p.m. to midnight.
Okay.
So I catch all the past due orders that we have, and if a client contacts us overnight,
Right.
get that order taken care of for them. So yeah, works out great.
Oh, I got you. Well, it is a pleasure meeting and talking to you.
Here. Same
I'm
here.
going to start speeding through here because it's time.
I know you've been on live 2 hours already.
And I don't know what that's going to do to Facebook. YouTube doesn't care. I don't think that YouTube cares, but I think that Facebook is the one that will give us an email on the business page and say something. And I don't know what they would say, and I don't know why they would say it. But they seem to like to kind of police the channels. But bigger than that, it's getting dark earlier now, and I have chores here, and I have to get back to Longhorn Lustrous for my chores. So I'm going to say hi to the people that are here waiting, and so then we're going to get on out of here. So it's nice meeting you and your babies.
Yeah,
and
pleasure.
Stay safe, okay?
All right, take care.
All right, bye. You too. Bye. Oof. Okay, we're going to have to speed up a little bit, friends. I'm not trying to mess this up because a lot of folks are enjoying this, and there's people who are still wanting to be invited, but I really have to get some things done. So can I just bring you on real fast, say hi, welcome you, tell us a little bit about yourself so we can kind of meet you, and then we're going to move through this because I do have to go. So we're going up next with Carissa. Carissa, are you ready? Here she comes. Is that Carissa?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It looks nice and sunny there where you're at. Where are you from? Or where are you at? Say it one more time.
Ohio.
You're in Ohio. And what do you do there?
I take care of kids.
Daycares, as teacher, your housewife?
I've just been like a nanny pretty much, taking care of everybody else's kids who
Well, you must be a really nice lady then for people to trust you with their children.
Of course. Yeah, I've been babysitting since I was younger, and then it just moved into taking care of people's kids who don't do what they're supposed to do.
Oh, so, do they at least pay you for that?
No, not some of them. I do like a kinship now. You probably never heard of it. It's like fostering, but it's not so much fostering. So
okay, well, bless you for what you do, because those kids, from what it sounds like, would have things pretty tough if there weren't folks to come in and kind of like foster them along, help them along throughout their days. I've noticed that from teaching is that a lot of the kids that come to school actually need school, because school gives them a meal, school gives them some structure, school gives them an escape of the things that they have to deal with around the house. So I'm hoping that wherever you take care of them, your home or wherever, also gives them some kind of an escape from probably a tough situation that they're in. So bless you for what you do.
You notice the change, that's for sure, in the kids themselves when they first come here, and then after a few months of being here, they're so much more like confident about themselves. And
oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing better than building up the self-esteem of a kid, especially if they've been beaten down, their whole life and put down, and then they need good mentors. And you're as a young lady, you're able to influence them. So that's awesome. And let me ask you this: do you find it easier working with the young men or the young ladies? What I mean by that is, as a teacher, a lot of times when you had a kid that came to the classroom who struggled at home, the counselors would always put them with a male teacher, because they always thought the males would be a little bit, they would respect the male a little bit more than they would a female. So I've always kind of disagreed with that, because I feel like if they actually are lacking a mother or a father figure, why would you force them to be with a disciplinarian instead of giving them someone that can show them love and, kindness, and the way a woman can, probably more than most men. So what are your thoughts on that, if that's not too deep for you?
No, it's not too deep. I think we've dealt with younger kids, the younger, from newborn until, 7. But I think both are pretty, you know, boys and girls, because like you said, it's very true. You know, you don't know what they was going through at home, you know. So what if they was being mean to by a dad or something, so they would want like more of a nice motherly figure than someone who's more strict and stuff like that. So
right,
that makes sense.
It does make sense. Well, thank you for joining us. Do you have any pets of your own?
I did. I had a little Maltese, but he passed away. So,
and then I'm just curious how you found the page. I don't know why that intrigues me.
I think it was Facebook. I found the page. Someone actually had shared it. It was talking about Lester, and I'm like, who are they talking about?
Who the hell is this guy, Lester? Sheesh.
Yep. And then ever since then, and then it was like around Run Maggie Run, and I've just been there ever since. I watch every day, and people ask what I'm watching, or they'll be like, "Are you watching your farm videos?" Like, yep, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, Carissa, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for joining us and putting yourself out there for the world to see, and thank you again for what you do with those kiddos.
Well, thank you for having me.
More people like you. All right, bye now.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Okay, my friends, I really hate to leave you now, but I really need to get going. No, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have Don't everyone do this.
Lester.
Don't everyone do this. Wait a minute. Were you the very first lady?
Yes, I am.
You were the one that started all of this?
Yes, I did.
Then it's only fitting that we end this with you then, because
Thank you. My daughter told me that you forgot the S, HTTPS. So I couldn't get in, and I had to take her somewhere, and I managed to get on, and I pulled over, and I'm stopped in the middle of a breast park.
In a breast park?
In a rest park.
Oh, a rest park. Yeah.
A breast park.
So where are you from?
Newcastle, Indiana.
So you're in Indiana, and what do you do up there? What do you do in Indiana?
I am currently a housewife, and I take care of my Alzheimer's mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how difficult is that on the family? Because I've had a grandfather pass with Alzheimer's, and
it's not too bad yet. She's more in the, I don't know, middle stages. She still knows quite a bit.
Okay. So I don't know for a fact, but I remember that the hardest part with my grandfather was, it was kind of strange the way it would come and go. I don't know if you have the same scenario, or is it like a steady decline?
Hers is a steady decline.
Or it's steady.
Yeah. She still knows who we are, but she doesn't, like, her granddaughter doesn't come over very often, so she doesn't recognize her.
That's hard. That was hard on my mom on the days when my grandpa didn't recognize who she was, and she was the caretaker, the full-time caretaker at the end, and he was like, "Who are you? What am I?" It was difficult and scary.
Yeah, I don't know how long we'll be able to keep her at home when it gets to that point.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
You have any pets, Jill? Is your name Jill?
Yes, we have 3 cats, 3 dogs. We have. Let's see, who's the oldest? Minnie, Nymeria, Phantom, Regal.
Oh my God, you're like a crazy cat dog lady.
And Rebel, yes.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
I found you through the Dodo on Facebook.
Yes.
And I believe it was Tex playing with his red ball.
Oh my gosh. We still have red balls, but he pops them within. It takes me forever to air them up.
Well, the blue barrels make more sense.
They do. I'm going to actually get a drum. I want to get a steel drum, and I have a small piece of chain that I want to hang it from a tree. And I think he'll have so much fun hitting that drum back.
Yes, he would.
And there's quite a few trees that have big solid limbs. So I'm going to do that soon. That'll be over at Longhorn Lester's for him. But he loves his blue barrels. He loves being able to knock them in the pond. It's a lot of work to retrieve them every day, though. I have to retrieve those suckers every day, and that's a lot of work on me.
Yeah, and you probably can't lift right now.
No, I do anyway. I'm never gonna heal.
No. I had rotator cuff surgery.
Okay.
So watch what you're doing, or you won't be able to lift your arm eventually.
Yeah, I don't want to do the surgery if I can avoid it. But the problem is what scares me. What's wrong? What were you going to say?
I was going to say yours is in the muscle though, right? Mine was the cuff.
It's a tear on the rotator.
Is it in the cuff or is it in the muscle down here?
No, so I have a tear in the bicep, and so I have the double. But the thing is, here's what was crazy about it: the rotator cuff hurt more. That made it more immobile, and so that's what I thought would be the bigger of the issues. However, I've learned that the muscle is what I'm still feeling the pain with. It is very difficult. I don't really feel the pain in the shoulder. I only feel it now in the muscle, and it's a daily. I mean, it's constant. It never stops. But I don't want to make it about me. So
but I've been there, so I know what you're going through.
So you had the surgery, and so after the surgery, has it been better? Has it worked? Has it been
full
successful?
movement?
Oh, that's great.
Everything.
Well, that was an option that I didn't want to go through if I didn't have to. But if I'm afraid I think I go back in 3 weeks, and I'm afraid that they're not going to see the progress they were hoping to see. Because I can't stop using it. There's too many things that you have to do there. They're not going to do themselves, you know. So,
I was 8 weeks with my arm next to my body.
Yeah.
8 weeks.
I've seen I have the things that they sent with me, obviously, and some stuff that I've ordered. But listen, I want to ask you, be very careful, because I don't want any weirdos to start emailing you, because your email has been put out there.
Just all right.
Don't believe anything. If someone says I'm a prince from Saudi Arabia and I have $10 million, I want to send you the 10 million. But first, to verify it's you, if you'll send me 100, I'll send you 10 million. Don't believe stuff like that. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not gullible.
Okay, good. Because I did, and I told you I hate to put your email out there for all the world to see. Not all the world, but hopefully most people will be kind and not try to spam your email and stuff like that. So
I know how to block people very well.
Okay, just don't believe a thing you see from anyone sending you emails.
I won't.
Okay, good. It was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for this idea. This was a lot of fun, and I'm going to start doing this on the lives. I'm going to think of a better way to do it, where it's not quite so open to, because it made it to where we had just hundreds come through, and you can't talk to 100 people. It takes away from the, know. But I'm blessed to be able to finally get a hold of you, because
I was so excited to finally get this StreamYard to work, and then I couldn't get in. I drove my daughter where she had to go. I pulled over, and I actually got connected. And I'm like, and then I was holding up that piece of paper. I'm Jill.
I never saw that.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see the
I
piece of
wadded
paper.
it up. I put it away.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is a pleasure, and thank you and for watching and for everything. And how old are your kids?
The twins are 22, a 24, and a 34.
So who'd you go drop off just now?
The 22-year-old.
So you're driving around your 22-year-old?
She was doing something where she wasn't going to be able to drive later.
Oh, okay.
She's 22, remember?
Smart girl and good mom. That's awesome.
Yep. You don't drive.
No,
that's what I'm here for.
And it's awesome that you're being that good of a mom to her. I hope that my son, if he ever goes to a situation like that, he'll say, Dad, I need a ride. I'm going to need a ride.
That's right.
When it's over. Well, good for y'all.
I don't care to do it. I'd rather know that you're safe than running around risking anything or anyone.
Yes, certainly. All right, well, Miss Jill, and your name is Jill, right? I'm guessing it's Jill from it doesn't show your name, it just shows your email right there, so I can't see, but Jill, nice meeting you, and
nice meeting you too.
Started.
My whole day is not set until I've watched a Lester video.
Oh gosh, okay, well, I hope not.
And I watched all of the platforms and everybody's videos.
So wait, so you sometimes see the same video twice, just on a different day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Or different time. Yeah.
Or different time. That's beautiful, and we appreciate that.
And I always make sure that I let it play all the way through.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to mess up your algorithm. algorithm.
No, don't ever worry about that. Listen, we've been so blessed to have made the acquaintance of such nice people. Don't ever think you got to watch an ad or play a video all the way through.
Oh, but it's no big deal. I sit there with my mother-in-law and it's like, I don't have anything else to do.
Just know that the jokes that I've made about that is knowing that I maybe built a 20-minute video, yet at the end of the day, when I see the analytics, they call it, it shows that it shows you most people only watched 30% of the video or 50% of the video. And I'm thinking, what? So what did I record 20 minutes for if they only want to watch 10 minutes? And so I don't take it personal as I sometimes make it sound. So don't feel sorry for me and think you got to watch.
No, but if I've already watched it 1 or 2 times, what's it matter if I listen to it again?
Okay,
and I'm telling you what.
You know what that is? That's cuckoo. That's just plain cuckoo. Jill, you're just plain cuckoo.
Well, sometimes it's just playing in the background and I'm not really hearing all of it either.
No, that's hurtful now. Now that's hurtful.
No, that's after the second or third time.
Okay, well, in that case, I think that we'll give
Last night, you guys had me laughing so hard on Timeout Tuesday. My daughter thought I was crazy.
Jamie will never allow us to do that again, to go use her
Poor
time.
Jamie.
Hey, like I said at the beginning, whenever I get with Jake and Brianne, we can have some fun. I met them a lot, but they're my nephew and niece. But they're old enough now to have a sense of humor, and we just have a lot of fun. They're great. I still call them kids. They're not kids at all, but it was a lot.
They'll always be kids, just like our kids will always be kids.
Yes, it was a lot of fun with them, and so I'm hoping that I didn't freak too many people out. I did tell Jamie though that when she has time, go look at her analytics, and I'm hoping to God that she doesn't see that she's lost X number of subscribers to her page, because it does show us that. And after a video, the video that I made, and I hate to talk about this, where I had to shoot the animal that killed the chickens. Oh my gosh. It was sad to see how many people had left the page because of that. But
you were protecting the overall herd. And
so that was my justification. But to X number of people, it was just something that you don't do. And I asked myself, if it were an actual goat that I saw in his mouth, would it be okay? If it were a baby calf in his mouth, would it be okay? But because it was a rooster that people kept saying I don't like anyway. But anyway, so sometimes
it's still an animal, and you still have to protect it.
I know. I know that.
Don't feel bad.
I just wonder how many people left Jamie's because of Jake to do the darn pretzel on the floor over here. So.
It's too funny. If they left because of that, they don't have a sense of humor.
Oh, I hope that everyone felt that same way. And now you got me blushing again. So great. Thank you, Jill. And
You're welcome.
Now, and I really do got chores to do. So everyone who was waiting, I am so sorry. I promise you we will do this again very, very, very soon. Hey, maybe tomorrow if I can find some time. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Lester.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you all so much for this. I'm trying to figure out how to actually remove all of this.